Most men over 50 think the slow fade in their drive, their focus, their fire is just what getting older feels like. But here's what most men miss. A lot of what you're feeling isn't age at all. It's a set of signals your body is sending you, and once you learn to read them, you can start turning the dial back the other way. I want to be straight with you. I'm not a doctor, and nothing I share today is medical advice. I'm a men's health educator, and I've spent years studying how energy, confidence, and vitality actually work in men our age. So think of this as a conversation with a friend who's done a lot of homework. By the end, I'll show you the one piece of this puzzle that most guys get completely backwards, and it might be the single most important thing you hear today. Let's talk about what losing your edge really means. For most men, it doesn't show up as one dramatic moment. It creeps. You notice you're a little flatter in the mornings. The motivation that used to come naturally now takes effort to summon. You're more tired by mid-afternoon, a little quicker to feel irritated, a little slower to bounce back. Maybe the confidence that once filled a room has gone quiet, and because it happens gradually, you adjust to it. You tell yourself this is just 50, but your body is not broken. It's responding to how it's being treated, and that's actually very good news, because it means you have more say in this than you've been led to believe. Here's some of what's happening under the hood. As men age, levels of certain hormones, including testosterone, tend to decline gradually. That natural shift is linked to changes in energy, mood, muscle, and drive. But the part nobody tells you is that your daily habits can influence how your body produces and uses those hormones. Your lifestyle is sending instructions to your body every single day. The question is whether those instructions are telling it to wind down or to stay strong. So, let me give you the blueprint. 5 pillars. Simple, but not always easy, and they work together. The first pillar is strength. Not marathon cardio, not punishing yourself on a treadmill. I mean resistance training, lifting things, bodyweight squats, push-ups, dumbbells, resistance bands, whatever meets you where you are. When you challenge your muscles, you're sending one of the strongest stay vital signals your body can receive. Resistance training is linked to better muscle mass, better mood, and healthier hormone balance as men age. You don't need to live in a gym. 2 or 3 honest sessions a week, focusing on the big movements, can begin to shift how you feel in a matter of weeks. Muscle is not vanity at our age. Muscle is currency. It's metabolic protection, it's confidence, it's the foundation, everything else stands on. The second pillar is sleep, and this is where I see good men sabotage themselves without realizing it. A huge amount of male hormone production and recovery happens while you sleep. When you consistently shortchange your sleep, you may be quietly undercutting the very systems that drive your energy and your edge. So protect it like it matters, because it does. Aim for a consistent schedule. Keep the room dark and cool. Get off the screens before bed. Watch the late-night alcohol, which can fragment the deep sleep you need most. If you fix nothing else but your sleep, many men are shocked at how much of their old self comes back. The third pillar is sun and movement during the day. Getting natural light, especially in the morning, helps regulate the rhythms that control your energy and your sleep. Sunlight is also tied to vitamin D, and healthy vitamin D levels are linked to mood, immune function, and overall male vitality. So get outside. Take the morning walk. Let your body remember the difference between day and night. It sounds almost too simple to matter, but these ancient signals run deep. And if you want faster, longer-lasting results, I've put the exact natural support I recommend in the link below this video. It's there to work alongside everything we're talking about today, not to replace the work, and I'll always be honest with you about that. The fourth pillar is protein and food in general. As we age, our bodies need adequate protein to maintain and rebuild muscle, and a lot of men over 50 are simply not eating enough of it. Build your meals around quality protein, eggs, fish, lean meats, whatever fits your life. Add real whole foods, plenty of colorful vegetables, and healthy fats, because the building blocks for your hormones come from what's on your plate. You can train hard and sleep well, but if you're not feeding your body the raw materials, you're trying to build a house without bricks. Now here's the fifth pillar, and this is the one I promised you, the one most men get backwards. It's stress, and more specifically, chronic stress. Most guys treat stress as a mental thing, something to just push through and ignore, but your body doesn't experience it that way. When you're under constant pressure, your body produces more of the stress hormone cortisol, and chronically elevated cortisol is linked to lower energy, poorer sleep, and a tougher environment for the very hormones that fuel your drive and confidence. So the guy who's grinding nonstop, never recovering, always wired, is often the same guy wondering where his edge went. Managing stress isn't soft, it's strategic. Daily walks, slower breathing, time outdoors, real connection with people you care about, and protecting your downtime are not luxuries. For a man over 50, they're part of the engine. Get this one right, and you amplify every other pillar. Notice how these all connect. Strength improves your sleep. Sleep lowers your stress. Lower stress supports your hormones. Better hormones give you the energy to train and the appetite to eat well. It's a flywheel. You don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to start turning it, and it builds on itself. So if you've been feeling like a quieter version of yourself, I want you to hear this clearly. That is not a life sentence. It's a signal. And starting this week, you can begin sending your body a different set of instructions. Pick one pillar, master it, then add the next. Small, consistent moves compound into a man who feels like himself again. If today gave you a little hope and a clear direction, then do one thing for me before you go. Check out the link in the description, where I've laid out the natural support I personally recommend to go hand in hand with this blueprint. It's the simplest next step you can take today. You've got far more control over your vitality than anyone ever told you. Your best years are not automatically behind you. With the right habits, they can still be ahead. Take care of yourself. Start small. Stay consistent. And remember, this is general information for education, not medical advice. So check with your own doctor about what's right for you. I'll see you in the next one.